Now, it is that time of day where I try just to bring you some stories that might make you smile, or at least make you realise there is some good stuff going on out there. And I'm going to start with some good economic news. Positive news on the economy, a survey of 250 manufacturing businesses, which has reported output increasing in 16 out of 17 subsectors.
Oh, good.
Which is, you know, it is good. It's cars, vans, transport equipment, as well as the food and drink sectors. They're all looking rather healthy. Manufacturers expect output to grow at an even quicker pace in the next 3 months. The strongest growth expectations on record. Of course, it's coming from a low base, but total new orders grew at their quickest pace since 1974. And meanwhile, numbers employed in the sector grew at their fastest pace since 1973, and they're expected to increase even more over the next 3 months. So that's good.
Well, who'd have thunk? A little bit of deregulation, some state aid, and kaboom, Brexit's bringing the manufacturing sectors back to life.
1 minute in, Brexit. Excellent. Right. Now, the country's largest dairy cooperative, Arla UK, has announced 50 new jobs at its site in Settle in Yorkshire as it doubles its capacity there. Now, the company's production of its lacto-free milk for the UK market gets underway. And this is after it relocated from Denmark and Sweden to the United Kingdom. And that was part of a new £25 million investment into the UK. You don't hear about these things much, do you? Now, the new jobs will be created across production, warehouse management and quality control, with half of them already being filled by people from the local area. And a further 25 will be recruited over the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah, we don't often hear about companies that are coming here who've been over there.
That's because they're all going over there, but now they're all coming back. Why?
Yeah, all right. Now, some heartwarming pictures now from Nicaragua. There's a sentence I don't use very much. Some heartwarming pictures from Nicaragua. This is surfer Gerson Barbosa. He's just finished a session when he notices a turtle in distress next to his boat. Now, it was struggling after getting caught up in some fishing line. Now, they grabbed the turtle, hauled it onto the boat before gently removing the rope, which was well and truly tangled. And watch the turtle's face. I mean this. Look at the face. It almost looks, the turtle's face, it almost looks as though it understands that the act of kindness is being shown to it. Just watch this. Oh, we all needed that. We needed that. I know it's only one turtle, but it lifts the spirits.
Yeah, that's nice. I did like his little face.
Do it again? Yeah, definitely. Big bird. Now, when temperatures in the United Arab Emirates hit 50 degrees Celsius, that's 122 Fahrenheit, scientists decided to create rainfall.
What?
They flew drones into the clouds, which then emit a high-voltage electrical charge. And, well, this is the result. Look at this. Look at that. The rain is formed as the electric shock effectively cajoles clouds to clump together, and it then produces precipitation. Now, the UAE is one of the most arid countries on Earth, and it hopes the technique could help to increase its meagre annual rainfall. Well, this video footage has been released by UAE's National Centre of Meteorology, and as you can see, it shows monsoon-like downpours across the country, which create a sheet of rain on the highways.
Wow, that's really clever stuff.
Well, it is great for the UAE, but what it must have an impact on global weather, mustn't it? If you can start creating stuff like this.
Do you know what I'm kind of confused at? Early on, we had a company on saying that they can stop your sweating with electricity. And then this does the opposite. Electricity makes the clouds precipitate.
Slightly different.
Well, yeah, I'm not putting that drone under my armpit, that's for sure.
Right. Now, parrots. Yes, they're celebrated for mimicking human speech, of course, but now researchers have shown that they learn from each other, too. An international team of scientists revealed that cockatoos in suburban Sydney taught each other a cultural innovation, how to break into a rubbish bin to gather food. Now, the study in the journal Science explains why the behaviour spread gradually across neighbourhoods, and it's unusual because it's an example of animal culture. That's behaviour that's shared socially among peers between generations rather than being instinctively hardwired into a creature's genes. Now, that's cockatoos. Other examples, of course, blue tits breaking into the foil caps of milk bottles to gather cream, whales learning songs from each other. It's animal culture. And the latest study began when researchers shared a video that you have just seen of cockatoos opening bins.
Clever cockatoos. My cousins, evidently. I'm going to be breaking into bins later.
Indeed. You're halfway there.
Yep.
Now, the UK's first festival has opened following the easing of COVID restrictions in England. Thousands of people have been dancing and celebrating at Latitude Music Festival. That's in Eastern England, and it started yesterday. Music lovers arriving on a balmy summer's day for the 4-day event, and they had to show they'd been vaccinated twice or tested negative for the disease. Latitude is expected to attract around 40,000 people. It's one of the biggest gatherings since most coronavirus restrictions were lifted earlier this week.
All the plans were in place, all the bands were in place. People were just, desperate to come, desperate to play, desperate to work, and come and really be out in a field enjoying themselves again, and that's what we're doing.
We walked in there and it felt very surreal to see thousands of people all in one go. But no, really, we're delighted now, to be honest.
I kind of think this is the safest I've felt since I know everyone's gotten their tests and stuff, and even submitting my own negative test. It's like a comfort almost, definitely.
We had to get these special red wristbands here to show that we were tested negative, and then we got this other thing, just our normal festival band, and then that was it.
I guess I'd kind of say, if not now, when are we going to start back up again? A lot of us have had at least our first dose of the vaccine, so we're ready to get back to life. And all the musical performers have had a year off, and they deserve a festival that they can get back out there and perform, which is what they're meant to be doing.
I think everybody who's there deserves it. It's great.
Oh, I can't wait to dance. I love a bit of dancing. Looking forward to it.
Diddle, 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 diddle.
Oh, yeah, there we are. There we are. I knew it was coming at some point. Only took you 2.5 hours,
I do cheer
McCoy.
myself up. That is the point of the good news slot. I manage to cheer myself up every time. Now, finally, the recent heat wave has seen us all consider putting a swimming costume on, hopefully, and sitting in the kids' paddling pool with an ice lolly. But one dog has shown us all how it should really be done. Look at this TikTok video of a dog at King's Cross, this is in London, cooling off in the Granary Square fountains. That's how to do it. Videos since it's had 1 million views and more than 192,000 likes. The golden retriever can be seen plodding through the water jets and enjoying the water spurting up at him.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
That is just nice. We do like a little bit of a dog in the good news. I don't really like dogs much myself, but I do enjoy them when you get your dog segments in the good news. You just look at me like, okay, stop
I think
talking.
quit while you're behind.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, diddle, 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 diddle.
You love it, don't you, when I flap my wings?
I do,
today.
but everybody loves it. Well, not everybody, but most people are
Just
saying...
one person complained of retinal damage. Everyone else seems to be pro the dress. So it will make future
Nobody's mentioned
appearances.
pantomimes. Nobody's mentioned chickens at all. And Big Bird has not been mentioned more than 23 times. Anyway, there we go. That's the look of the good news. You can tell us your good news. You can tell me what you think of that particular slot. Email us gbviews@gbnews.uk, and we'll make sure we read as many comments out before the end of the show, which is 20 minutes, so get them in.
Yes, get them in, indeed. You do this. Oh, you've given it back.
Yes.
Thank you. I was going to say, you do this every time. You just sort of quit, running
We have this thing. This is how we run the
blitter.
autocue, and it's the cause of more rows than you could possibly
No, it's
imagine.
not the cause of more rows, because I don't let him use it. Unless it's his stuff, he's not allowed to touch it, because he'll just do his own bits and sit there and then look at me, and I'm like, and? Every time. And the worst thing is, he finishes what he's done, he goes, read, and then he puts it down over there, and then goes like this, and it's like, Simon! Anyway,
I
here we
never
are.
had this trouble
Always
with Gloria. Gloria was fine.
Always let a woman control the auto cue, is what I would say. Always.
Exactly, and the remote.
And everything,
anything.
actually, yeah.
And in fact, your life, yes.
Yeah. Now, after the break, look, 10 years on from the tragic death of Amy Winehouse, we'll be